Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Long time no see for most of you, right? I want to welcome everyone here today. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. And today our purpose for meeting today is to talk about the new voting districts in Jeff Coed school board elections. Quick summary. Prior to this upcoming year, we as a district, the board members ran on an at-large situation, but now things are changing, and we have different places. So for 2022, we have places 1 through 4 will now be elected in single-member districts, and changes begin, in 2022. Places 1 through 4 were previously elected at large by voters across the entire district. And District 5 was previously elected by only voters in that district. This process does not change. So we have 4 positions, and just to kind of summarize and explain this, districts 1 through 4, as you see on our map here, and we'll show other maps, you could have lived, prior to this process, you could have lived anywhere in the district and run for any one of those positions. But now for 1 through 4, we're doing things just a little differently, and they're going to be in zones, and I'll explain that to you. District 5, that's the only one that's going to stay the same, and District 5, and you'll see it again in the slide, but District 5, that area represents all of those areas that have city schools, already have established school systems, and for example, like Trussville, Mountain Brook, Vestavia, those people in those areas could vote for this particular position or choose to run for the election of in this particular area. Okay? Why the change? Why the change? Will ensure a more fair and equitable approach to board elections. The changes were participated by legal challenge. The plaintiffs, they alleged the violation of Voting Rights Act of the 1965 and the 14th Amendment, and relief requested was to move to a single-member district. By this way, they felt that the representation would be more equitable. And this is a copy of the map broken up, and as you can see from where it's, you have 5 different areas. Zone 1 is that yellow area, and it stretches all the way from Adamsville down to a little bit of Bessemer, and so you see that stretch there. And then Zone 2, coming all the way from Brookside, from one side coming all the way around in that orange area to the bottom. And then we have Zone 3, that's your Center Point, Fultondale, Tarrant, and you have Irondale there, and you have some other little spots that's identified. Zone 4, as you can see, that's the Kimberly, Warrior, Gardendale area, and some of them cross city lines. And then Zone 5 is what I talked about earlier, and that's all for the purpose of this map. All of the areas that's in white, you see the Homewood, Vestavia, Mountain Brook, Birmingham, all of those already have school systems. So to recap, while we're here, November 22, 2022, we have 2 areas that's going to be up for where people will be running for board positions. That's District 3 and District 5. And every 2 years, you're going to have a different district. And highlighted in blue is just a reminder of where those districts are. The next 2 years, November 2024, you're going to have District 1, which, as we talked about earlier, that's that Adamsville area, Forestdale, all of the area in blue that's listed here, District 1 and District 2. And we talked about that going from Brookside all the way around. And then 2 years after that, November 2026, is when we only have 1 district, that it will be election time for that district, and that's District 4. For those of you who will either live in either of these districts, and you wouldn't know with these new changes, which district do I vote in? So on our website, we have an interactive map, and you can find it at jeffcoed.com. You can go in to this interactive map, and you can type in your address, and then it will show you exactly where your voting district is. So anybody interested to know, that's all you have. And I'll show you all a little later on jeffcoed.com. We have several things under that particular, that you can look under the voting things, but that's one of the things that we tout, that if you need to know your voting area or your voting district, this is a resource that we have for you. Candidate information. Anybody that's interested in running. The qualifying deadline for districts 3 and 5 is January the 28th, 2022. So that's right around the corner, right at about 2 more weeks, guys. More information is on the Alabama Secretary of State's website at www.sos.alabama.gov. And more information, please contact Jefferson County Probate Judge's Office at 205-254-7387. This is what I was talking about under the voter education section of jeffcoed.com. We have several links. Number one, what I talked about earlier, if you need to find your district, your voting district, we have that interactive map. Find election dates, you can get that information there. Learn about upcoming community meetings, and then read the court order when we talked about those legal actions, and then you could ask any question. You put a question there, and then someone would be responding to it. All right, thank y'all very much, guys. Y'all have a good one, okay? Thank you.